Hi folks, hope everybody had a great week or weekend depending on when you're watching this video. I'm back on the farm before I go inside and start painting. There's my crew, well, part of them. This is how I feed. This is what happens anytime I go anywhere. I cannot get away from the chickens when I'm outside. And there's, well, Skip and Squeezy squawking over there, so I'm gonna they're still following me. No, you have to stay inside. So now friggin' chickens, I'm going down to feed the other lammies. These are our meat sheep. Well, that's Skip. And that over there is Squeezy. These are our meat sheep. Gosh darn it, chickens. I feel like I'm being followed all the time. So, those are our sheepies. I know they are actually super cute to look at, but they eat a lot and they're gonna taste delicious. So, trying to get hay. They eat a ton of hay. So, yeah, it's sad to see them go, but that's the nature of the beast when you're farming. So, just trying to feed them. They were this year's lambs. There is Heidi. Yes, right there. She is absolutely terrible. You always have to have one bad one in the bunch, and she's our bad ewe. We can't put her in with the other sheep because she breaks out and stirs everybody up and goes crazy. So unfortunately, we think she's about 3 years old. She is going to the slow cooker and burger as soon as the weather cools down. So sorry, Heidi. Anyway, folks, there's my view. Show you a little more of the farm. And all right, I'm gonna go to, actually, we're not going to be painting tonight. We are going to be putting the decal on the painting that I'm making for our front door. So, stay tuned. Okay, guys, I've got the border cut off of this. It was just a little bit too big. And if I can untangle it from my scissors, I'll show you. So I did leave the whole thing intact. I didn't cut it anywhere just in case I want to use it for somewhere else. So now this guy will fit, it should fit perfectly like that. So it'll look really pretty. So I'm going to use the Liquitex Gloss Varnish again. I'm actually really liking this stuff. You don't have to water it down. It goes on really smoothly. I really like it. So for not only protecting your paintings, but if you have any metallics, like this one, I think I did a video on this one, but it has rose gold metallics through in here, and it looks really pretty. I think this side was rose gold, this side was more gold. I can't remember. Go back a few videos. I think I videoed this one. So we're going to add that. I'm going to do the varnish on here first, and I'm going to do 2 thin layers. I think it does recommend doing 2 layers. Thin layers. You don't want to make it puddly. Oh yeah, 2 thin coats. And it dries fairly quickly. So I could get 2 of these done today and then put the decal on maybe tonight. And then I'll varnish probably a couple more times. On the last video that I did when I did the tutorial on the varnish, it kind of resists a little bit in the on the decal. So it's not too bad, but you will, if you do this, you'll notice that it, oh, I almost want to see if I can show you this. There was a, see if I can do this without dropping you. There is a, on top, right top of the beehive hut out there, there is a little hawk or a little falcon. I think it's a falcon that just flew down. So I'm gonna go scare him off because I don't want him eating my chickens. And they do. So I will be right. Okay, scared the falcon away. Didn't get to the chickens. All is well. All right. Living in the country is it's a daily struggle with other animals needing to eat and other animals trying to survive. So I'm going to put 2 thin coats of varnish on this. But the last video that I did, if you've seen that, this was, move some stuff out of the way here. This is the dried result. It turned out really great. I did have a little bit of a problem, however. It started, my table's not level. Now I know. So when I was pouring it, it was actually tilting this way. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to, you know, prop it back up just a little bit where I thought was level. And it tilted back this way and made this really thick paint ridge because it came off the side. And then it was dripping down on this corner. So I had to prop it back up. Just goes to show you need to make sure your work surface is flat. So I did the Deco Art enamel, not the satin enamel, coated the background, and it did. It popped up in all these little spots. It looks really pretty. So it did make it kind of orangey on the corner, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. It just gave it a little more added depth. And then on that corner where it was dripping, I normally don't save my skins because I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but it made the coolest little drip. It's like a mini ring pour. So that turned out really neat. I did save that one. So, alrighty folks. So when you get your Liquitex, it's going to have this little cover on the top. So take that off. You don't want to shake the daylights out of it. You just want to kind of stir it up a little bit, roll it around, shake it gently. You don't want to incorporate too many bubbles. So I also have this little foam brush. Seems to work great. It cleans really, really well. So if you want to reuse your foam brushes, I could probably get 5 or 6 uses out of these guys. The Liquitex, it cleans up very well. So I'm going to just spread it on the surface. And my voice is scratchy today. I don't know if it's some kind of allergy I don't know I have, if it's because the cold weather, and I did just come in from feeding the horses and the sheep and the chickens. If it's just weather change, or the hay, I don't know. I'm denying the fact that it could be a cold because I don't want to be sick. I'm stubborn and don't take time off work really when I'm sick, so I put a note on my office door that says enter at your own risk. So I have too much to do. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back and smooth it out lightly, just like that. That's really it. And then I do torch this a little bit. Patricia, love you, my friend. There is still some debate on what gas this is. I don't think it's butane. Those are the small ones. I thought it was propane. I need to find another bottle. I'm trying to read through all the paint that's on here because I don't want to give you guys any false information. But whatever kind of gas is in this is my go-to, my favorite torch. I've had it for years. It works fantastic. And my husband bought this little igniter for the top. You just screw it on. That's the igniter button. Turns on great. Lasts a very, very long time. So this is see how I cannot read the contents of this container, of the cylinder. So anyway, that's all there is to this, folks. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to do another coat. And then when this decal is ready to install, I am going to do that and I will show you how I do this. I'm going to do it a little bit more in depth than the last one. I think I was in a little bit of a hurry because I needed to get to work, but I'm starting this so early in the day that it's fine. Oh, and if you're wondering what I did to my thumb, I was cutting up that lamb last night for the freezer, and I may have nicked the inside of my thumb pretty badly. So yeah, he's wrapped up today. All right, folks, I will be back very shortly, and the falcon is back, so I need to go scare him off again, and I will see you, you'll see me very soon. Okay, guys, so here's the what it's going to kind of look like. So sorry that you guys are so close. I'm having camera problems again. So all right, so what I'm gonna do is, this is what I normally do. So this will come in 3 different layers. So it comes with the very top, if I can get my band-aid finger in there. So it comes with the top layer, the white, the decal, and then the back layer. So the back layer is what we're going to take off first. So what I try to do is, usually it comes off perfectly fine. This is a newer decal from what I did last time. Oh, and it's green. I did not realize it was green. I thought I got all black ones. Well, anyway. So if you peel it at a really sharp angle, oh, unless you have something like that, rub it back down and it should stick. So the newer decals tend to come off the backing so much easier. Like the last one I did, that sucker was, I mean, it really was kicked around and stepped on and stored, and so it was a little bit older. Didn't peel off well. So when I see the parts that are coming up, I'm just pushing them back down with my fingernail. Like those. Oh no! Oh no! It stuck back to itself. Oh no! It curled. It curled up. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to not panic, but very carefully try to peel everybody back. Okay. Not everything goes as planned. Holy macaroni. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so normally you can gosh, I did not realize this was green. I honestly thought I grabbed the black one. Anyway. Okay, so what you can do is you can do a grid system. You can mark it, you can label it, you can draw lines on the outsides, just to make sure that you get it completely centered. I don't, because I just don't. I'm impatient maybe. So I just kind of eyeball it, especially if they're going to be for me or for my household. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going at an angle. I don't want there to be any air bubbles. So I'm just going at an angle and pushing it down like that. So if I'm doing this for a client or somebody else, I will make sure it's centered and everything perfect. But if it's for me, I generally don't take the time. All right, so this is what I sometimes use for pushing these down. It's just for rice. It's a rice scraper. And I really carefully, this one won't be so bad because the lines are a little bit thicker. Put your hand on the back to maybe support the canvas. But the lines that are really small, it helps to really push them down firmly. So, and again, you don't want to stretch your canvas out too bad, so just support it with your hand. Just make sure that it's all stuck all the way around. The green will look okay because it does have a little bit of a turquoisey teal in there. All right. So then, carefully, and I also have a little toothpick that I use. So if there's a little spot that I just cannot get back down with my fingernails, I can use the toothpick. So And then at a sharp angle, I try to keep this where it's peeling off as sharp as I can. And then just go slow. I'm pretty confident most of this will stick just fine. I just keep moving my eyes back and forth to make sure nothing is peeling up. Oh, like that little dot, just pushing back down. Usually that will help to re-stick them. There's another one. Oh, there's a fly in here driving me nuts. Actually, it actually looks really good green. I kind of like it. It's a really dark, like a forest green. So again, down here on the bottom, I'm just going to go keep it at a sharp, almost creased angle, and it comes off much easier. Oh, like that guy, pushing back down. If you have a line like this that wants to come up, peel it back at a different angle. Try a different angle, just like that, and he will stick back down. If you've never done this before and you're a little less confident, find a decal that's big and thick. Like this one in the middle is great. Sometimes on the outside it's a little bit tricky, but get the decal letters that are nice and thick. They come off much easier. So if it's a confidence builder for you, get a decal with a lettering that's bigger or pictures that are bigger. So, and then of course I'm gonna put this varnish over it. I'm gonna do at least 2 coats. And because there's already 2 coats on here, I'm going to do 2 coats over the decal just to, you know, preserve it so it doesn't snag or start peeling up. I don't think you really have to, as long as you have a good, solid, smooth base it can stick to, because the varnish will resist a little bit. So I don't know, maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I will not put varnish over it because it kind of gives it a nice texture transition. So it's a nice shiny background, but this is a little bit more muted. It's a little more matte finish. So you know what? Maybe I will leave it. I'll think about it. But it's fairly simple to do those decals. Again, I get my decals at vinyldisorder.com. If you want to use the code STIX, S-T-I-X, at checkout, you will get a discount from my Fingersticks Gallery page. So there you go. There you have it. There is a very quick tutorial, long video, but quick tutorial on how to do the vinyl decals. So hope you guys can try that. I would love to see your work. Check me out on Facebook, fingersticksgallery.com, and I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day.